Alexander the Great was one of the most successful military commanders of all time. But history has depicted him as more than just a gifted general. Alexander the Great was a new kind of leader. His unique blend of incredible courage and brilliant tactical planning built the biggest empire the world had ever seen. Alexander became king of Macedonia at the age of only 20. But his domineering mother, Olympias, had prepared him perfectly for the role. She instilled in Alexander the belief that he was the direct descendant of one of the greatest warriors of Greek mythology, Achilles, the hero of Homer's epic saga, the Iliad. Macedonia was too small to satisfy Alexander's raging ambition. His sights were set on a greater prize, the Persian Empire. Alexander defeated the Persian armies in battle after battle, and swept down into Egypt. It was here, with the scent of success still fresh in his mind, that Alexander had a revelation which transformed him.
When Alexander came into Egypt and was met by the people, they hailed him as a kind of savior, which indeed he was, because he liberated Egypt from the Persian yoke. They offered him the crown of Pharaoh.
In the Temple of Luxor, carvings still show Alexander as the first European pharaoh. But this wasn't enough for him. Alexander traveled to consult an oracle at the desert oasis of Siwa, and then proclaimed that he was the son of the Greek god, Zeus.
You can almost feel the change in him. It sort of confirmed everything his mother had always told him, that he was special, he was different, he was divine. And he then went on to conquer the rest of the known world.
Naming cities after himself wherever he went, Alexander built an empire on the cult of his own personality.
Alexander led by example. He was amazingly inspiring. He is a man who lays a very, very cunning strategic plan, but if there is a choice between the safe course and the dashing course, we'll choose the really daring course and completely throw the opposition.
On one occasion in Afghanistan, he faced a seemingly insurmountable task: to capture an infamous pinnacle called the Sogdian Rock. Declaring that he had men who could fly, 300 soldiers scaled sheer cliffs to take the defenders completely by surprise. By morning, the rock was his. Alexander was riddled with wounds. At the Battle of Granicus, a Persian sword cut his head to the bone. In India, he nearly died when an arrow caught him in the chest. Some say it punctured a lung. His thigh was ripped open at the Battle of Issus. Arrows shattered a shin bone and pierced an ankle.